So just about set now. Getting the nod in this one, Matt Manning.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
On the ground, right side, collected by Torres, slings to first, 1 out in the top of the first. Here's a look at Aaron Boone's lineup for the Yankees. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
Throws to first. Quick start here this evening. 2 out, top of the first. 2 outs, base is empty. Here is Aaron Judge. Next offering misses, and that's ball 2. And that's a base hit, and that keeps the inning going.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2. Swing and a bouncer towards third. They get the force, and that is that. And we're back. And towing the slab, Carlos Rodon.
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA, and you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out, and not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
And now the Tigers line up for manager A.J. Hinch. They're facing a pitcher today who's prone to giving up homers, so we'll see. We might get some big swings here today.
Yeah, I think the key, though, and the reason why he gives up those homers is that guys are locking in, they're aggressive, and they have a high confidence level. So I think if that's the approach these hitters take with the stuff he's got there on the mound, yeah, there's a good chance that there'll be some balls that fly a long way. But you can't get too big in your swing, otherwise you'll be really...
Runner on the go. Pitch is low. Throw, safe.
I think that still kind of sets the tone, not just for this game, but for the entire series. First inning, game 1, so that kind of tells me they're going to be aggressive on offense and try to force the issue whenever they can.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. The throw in, safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second, and it's 1-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Spencer Torkelson up now for the Tigers. Next offering is downstairs. Green, the base runner at first with 1 out. And that is downstairs. And the count is 3-1.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
That one's in there. And the count's full.
3-1 count, saying to himself, I've got to get a fastball here. Just spins a get-me-over breaking ball to bring the count full.
Fastball at the letters, frozen for strike 3. Here's Gleyber Torres. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. And now a man into scoring position. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now new inning getting started. Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. Pitch is in the dirt, 2-2. And that's in the dirt. Lined, and that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He was all over that one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees.
That's the ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
And that one is lifted in the air. Hauls it in for the out. Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. On the ground to second, might be 2. There's 1, and that's 2. We head to the bottom of the second. Now it's the DH, Colt Heath. And now 2-1.
2-1.
And that's a little high. Matthew Ross umpiring behind home plate for us in this one. He's got a reputation for having a bit of a wide strike zone, Chris.
Yeah, no doubt, Boog. He rewards pitchers when they're working the edges and sometimes a little bit beyond that. So for the hitters, just have to really be aware. Don't miss your pitch when you get it early in the count.
1 up, 1 down. What about some no-nos? Like, you can't call the umpire blue the way you do in Little League or high school, right?
Yeah, even in the minor leagues, you'll learn quickly. You call the umpire blue. You better learn his name. And that's just part of being a professional player and even a major league player.
Volpe throws it to first in time. 2 up, 2 down. The shortstop takes the ball. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. Jake Rogers up now for the Tigers. Ground ball, Goldie. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Now a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
And there's 1 down. And next for New York, Anthony Volpe. The 1-1. Drops 1 down in front of the plate. And that's just foul. Runner on the move. And he grounds 1 to the right side. Sneaks through, base hit. They fired in quickly. So it's first and second with only one away.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at-bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Runners on the move. Left field. Green settles under it. Makes the grab. 2 away. But Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. On the ground. Throws to first in time. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. So it's back here in Detroit, set for the bottom of the 3rd. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Parker Meadows. And that's downstairs and outside. Hit in the air, left field. Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in. Now the number 2 hitter, Matt Vierling. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And it stays fair.
Everything came together for him. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too.
To first, and he breaks for second. To second, and he's out. Here's Riley Green. That's to 3rd. Cabrera gets it to first.
He's out.
And that's the 3rd out. As we go to the top of the 4th. And now the center fielder, Cody Bellinger. Swing and a ball popped up. Ibanez has this one sized up. And there's one down. Pretty good job on the mound in this one, Siggy. It feels like we've seen a lot of off-balance swings.
Yeah, with just 1 free pass, and obviously he's not a big strikeout guy, but he gets soft contact and he gets outs.
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees.
You know, Boog, it's been said these guys are savages in the box. You can see it right there with such tight plate discipline.
Maybe a surprise here as the bullpen is already stirring. Brant Herter getting ready to go. Canely warming up as well. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. They get it in quickly, so first and second, now 1 out.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking.
Now this one gets through. Throw back in, holds the runner at 3rd. Base is now loaded. Only 1 away.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And now Oswaldo Cabrera. Vierling gets under it. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
I understand the base is loaded. Start licking your chops thinking you can hit a 4-bagger, but really have to be disciplined and not let the pitcher off the hook.
Now here's Trent Grisham. Two outs. Bases are full.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
On a line. Meadows makes a nice running catch. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. That one lifted to left. And it falls. So a man on base to start the inning.
Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1-2.
Torkelson on at first. Nobody out. That one missed. Ripped on a line. Bellinger makes the catch. And there's one away. So digging in, Colt Keith. Rodon ready to fire now.
Oh.
Man at first, one away. That one catches the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swings and misses. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
What a stop. And very nicely done for the out. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Tommy Kahnle.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team, and there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
And he deals. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first. Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. And the tying run is now in scoring position. In the air, left field, Green. Moving under this one. And out number 1 on the grab. Here comes Aaron Judge. Right through there for a strike. Tying run in scoring position. And we're at the top of the 5th. He's trying for third. Pitch is low. Throw to third. Safe. And the tying run is now only 90 feet away. The 2-2 on the way. Lifted in the air, right center field. Brings it in. Runner tagging from third. Volpe scores. It's 1-1. Here's Cody Bellinger.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game. Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything, really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And here is Giancarlo Stanton. And the next pitch is way outside.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Three-two now. Out towards right center field. Meadows sizing this one up. And makes the grab. And that'll do it. One run, a pair of hits, no errors, and one left on. Home half of the fifth. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom five, Trey Sweeney. On the ground, right side. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Slides, but he can't come up with it. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Jake Rogers. Got him! Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. And stepping in is the speedy Parker Meadow. Runner on the go. Fought off foul. Battling here as he fouls it away. Sweeney stands at first with one out. Next offering is down low.
Get away off that pitch down.
Runner on the go again. Stays alive. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. That's out to center field. Squeezes it, and that's the inning. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Grant Herter.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Liner, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Go ahead run on base, and Paul Goldschmidt will come up to hit. That missed by a lot. 2-1. With the go ahead run at first, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Right through there for a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Will Vest getting loose for A.J. Hinch. Brisky also getting ready. Runner takes off. Pitch misses. Safe at second with a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now at scoring position.
Here's what I think the manager's thinking right now. Today, we're not driving the ball. It's hard to get extra base hits. We've got to make something happen to get a runner into scoring position. That stolen base, excellent call. Now, all it takes is perhaps a single to put a run on the board.
Man at second. That one is absolutely belted. That's down. One hops off the wall. The run comes in from second. It's 2-1.
Well, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get into scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Oswaldo Cabrera getting ready to hit. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Now batting, left fielder, Trent Grisham.
So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. That misses the zone. 2-1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Strike two.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. You can either strike this guy out or get ground ball, double play.
On the ground to the left. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Now batting,
Back to the top of the Yankee order. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Anthony Volpe. Way inside. The count 2-1. Line drive. Dives for the bag. Got him. Double play. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Cabrera at second with 2 down. Bunting for a hit. And that's a bunt single that was placed perfectly. Well, Singy, that was really nice looking. Able to get it down and in a good spot.
And he makes it look easy. Bat angle was perfect. Barrel stayed above the hands. Could almost walk to first.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge, moved to first. Chisholm back on a dive. There goes the runner. That's in for a strike. Throw to second and great jump. Two outs. Ripped to third, one-handed, and that'll end the inning. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. Bottom of the 6th. And now Spencer Torkelson. And a base hit up the middle. Here's Gleyber Torres. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Mark Leiter Jr.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Outside low, and the count is even 2-2. With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Next one misses, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time. That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say
that's a strikeout. Good looking sweeper there.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound, no question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
Andy Ibanez up now for the Tigers. Up the middle. On the run, throw to first. What a play, inning over. 1 left for Detroit, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Jason Foley.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Next pitch is outside.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out.
There's a swing and a drive. Out of here, a home run off the foul pole. Third home run of the season, and they add to the lead. It's 4-1. Singy, that's his 199th career home run.
Well, 200 homers is an exciting number for anyone to get to. He's got to be looking forward to that next one a lot. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something, but really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. That's inside.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Yankees up by 3. Draws the walk there.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Austin Wells. In the air, left field, down the line, and a foul ball.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Pitch misses, and it's 2-2.
That's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Next pitch misses, and now it's 3-2. Stanton aboard here at first with nobody out. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Meadows on the move. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. And here comes the Tigers manager to the mound. New pitcher for the Tigers, Will Vest.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And there's a ball.
2-1.
One run across in the frame so far here in the top half of inning number 7. Got one fouled off, 2-2. Double play ball to second. Good feed. That's one. And that's quick work out of the pen. One batter, 2 outs, inning over. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now 4-1. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Chop back up the middle. Over to Goldie. And one away in the bottom of the 7th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 out, base is empty. Next one just misses. 2-2. Got him. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Oh, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Matt Vierling up now for the Tigers. Leiter picks to first, and he dives back in safely. Meadows off of first with 2 away. Run around the move. There's the ball.
That's the ball.
Throw. Save. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
And the sweeper is off the plate. Riley Green waiting in the on-deck circle.
They can get him up. He'd represent the tying run, so critical pitch right here.
3-1, and he couldn't come up with it. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Riley Green digs in for a critical at-bat. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Tim Hill. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. Hard hit, base hit. Around third. The relay, he's safe, and they cut the lead to 2.
Really stayed true on that swing. It wasn't an easy pitch. Lefty on lefty. Pitch was a little down, a little bit away, but he committed to it, and his shoulder stayed square to the plate. Didn't try to pull off that ball at all, and that's why it jumped off the bat.
So the tying run at second. Swing and a miss, and that is that. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Bo Brisky. Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. He circles the bases, his 2nd of the year, and they tack one on the board. It's 5-2. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. Fly ball center field. Makes the catch for the out. And there's one down. Anthony Volpe digs in now.
Anthony Volpe.
Just missed. Activity in the bullpen for Detroit. Casey Mize appears to be getting loose. And that's in for a strike. Ripped to short. Slings it across. And that's an out.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air. Maybe drive it into the gap.
And that's outside. And it's 2-1. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Hard hit left side. Throw on to Torkelson. And the inning is over. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Here comes Gleyber Torres. Manager out of the dugout. New pitcher for the Yankees, Jonathan Loaisiga. And a strike to Gleyber.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Here's the 2-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Colt Keith up now for the Tigers. To the right side, Chisholm. Over to first. 2 up, 2 down.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Casey Mize. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Yeah, the hard-throwing righty trying to secure these outs against a potent Yankee lineup, and it starts with Aaron Judge. Judge rips that one. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And a quick out, number 1. 1 down. Here comes Cody Bellinger. Foul ball. And that skips in the dirt. Tigers bullpen with some action. Tyler Holton up and loosening in the pen. That one misses. Counts full, 3-2. Three and two. The pitch is outside, and ball 4. 1 down. Giancarlo Stanton stepping in now for the Yankees. Just missed.
This is a batter who loves to produce late in ball games. He doesn't shy away from the big moment.
Well struck, right field. And it one-hops the wall. Bellinger on his way home. And he's there with a double. He will score.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great.
So they turn to their closer, Tyler Holton. He's making his 2nd appearance of the season. Next to hit, Austin Wells. That one laced to center and a base hit. Lead runner puts the brakes on, so now it's runners at first and third. 2 on, 1 out. Paul Goldschmidt stepping in now for the Yankees. Substitution now at third. On to run for the Yankees, Oswald Peraza. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Torres fired to second, and that's 2. Yankees strike for a run on the RBI double. It's now 6-2. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Shortstop, Trey Sweeney.
And here comes the Yankees manager. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Devin Williams.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Swings and misses. And it's 1-2. Struck him out swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater. He's 2 outs away. And the batter now, Jake Rogers.
Ball. 3-1.
Base is empty, one away. We're in the last half of the ninth inning. Swings through that one.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And there's ball four.
Looked like a questionable call in that spot. He even seemed a little surprised it went his way at the plate. But as a hitter, you'll take that all day.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Now it's 3-2.
Okay.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Now only one out remaining. And up next for Detroit, Matt Vierling. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. The Tigers down to their final strike. That's down and in.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Rogers off of first with 2 away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.
And your final 6-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.